This place is special to me.
If you're in the market for...
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
Come, have a drink with me.
I have a fine selection to choose from.
Step up, have a look.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
What do you want? What? That can't be. Being a bandit was supposed to be full of excitement and adventure. If you have this, then he must have really said that. I need some time alone to think.
place brings back
Too much
memories.
to do in too little time.
Ah, you've come from Pariah Abbey, haven't you? Don't worry about giving me the bad news. I'm already expecting the worst. Really? I heard rumors of chaos at the Abbey, but I had hoped they weren't true. The Midnight Union's never really been a problem. I mean, sure, they engage in a little smuggling and gambling, but this, it just doesn't make sense. Well, we need to go straight to the source. The Midnight Union does nothing without the approval of Count Hosni at Tura. I can't imagine him being behind this, but one never knows. Hosni has a walled estate on the shore to the west of here. Strangely enough, the man has apparently chosen this same time to have a betrothal celebration, and I happen to have an invitation I won't be using. Go in my stead and talk to Hosni. Find out if he knows anything about the Dream Shard.
Count Hosni is in residence, but no one gets into the party without an invitation. Let me see. Ah, this is a platinum-level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days. He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
Well,
Hello.
Should drink to
do you
something.
mind?
Well, an unfamiliar face. I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here? Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly. Take care of it for me, and you're in. Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out. That's where it might get ugly. I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask. I've put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much. See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely. My betrothed is an unusual woman. She challenges me, drives me to excel. She guides and strengthens me. And I find I've acquired her stimulating taste for bloodshed. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her.
I know you. You're the meddler from Pariah Abbey. I don't care, so long as you amuse us more than the other guests. Quite frankly, they're gutless and feeble.
What? Did my son send you? Or are you just one of his feckless, doomed guests? Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with? So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed. But not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sarali. Hosni has separated us. He's put Sarali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. And tell her about the Dream Shard. She and Hosni were quite close. If anyone would know where he'd keep such a relic, it's Sarali. Turn right outside my door and go to the west gate. Then just follow the path along the bluff to the summer house.
What is it?
Keep out, you supernal brutes. Remember what happened the last time you tried to sneak in? I may be old, but my stiletto is still sharp. Thank the Eight. I've been so worried since Hosni separated us. And now those supernal dreamers outside are threatening me. Though it could be that Hosni just sent them to intimidate me. I do. And I think that so-called Lady Edema is to blame. I'm certain she's why he's threatening Rihad and me. And I'd wager she's putting him up to even worse. He did that? Then he's taken High Rock's main defense against Vermina's cultists. Oh, Edema's behind it all right. If only we could prove it. If Hosni stole the Dream Shard, he did it for Edema. And if so, he'll never give it to you. And you are here to recover the Dream Shard, aren't you? If you help me clear Hosni's name, I'll help you get it. I need evidence that Adema is controlling Hosni. Proof that her Daedric influence brought the supernal dreamers here. I have a plan. There must be some form of communication between her and the supernals. If you can find, say, letters from the cult to Adema, I could use them to clear Hosni's name when this is all over. I suggest searching their camp on the beach. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The supernals arrived by boat. Search there first. At least you're still alive. Did you manage to find any evidence that will help exonerate Hosni? Mara's heart. This is exactly what we needed. With this in hand, my husband and I can escape this place and go to seek help. I have one final favor to ask. I've been thinking about the Dream Shard and what I know about the Vermina cult. Hosni spends long periods asleep these days. I think Adema is using the relic to control Hosni through his dreams. Adema's been giving my son potions. If you can figure out which one puts him into dreaming sleep and take some yourself, I think you'll be able to enter his dreams as she does. Talk to Hosni's bard, Disdain. He's in on all Hosni's secrets. There must be some way to get through to Hosni.
you want me to play something for you, you'll just have to wait your turn. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Take a walk. I've seen Hosni worship at a shrine to Vermina, and then take a sleeping brew. So check the shrine. The rest is on you.
For the love of Stendar.
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell you what you need to know. Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the omen of blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the omen and slay it. That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vermina's omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever, and my son will be free.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark between Sophia and I, but she doesn't hold a candle to you. There is another woman. You can't compare to her. It's over.
Oh, Hosni. How can you be so cruel?
Cruel? Now that I see you clearly, it's a wonder I'm so lenient. Be gone.
You need to keep moving.
Durak is weak. The shard should be ours.
Stealing from Durak will be as easy as stealing a sweet roll from a baby.
Do you seek death? You found it. Mistress, I failed you.
Lady Edema. She was the omen of blood all along. A spirit, not real. My betrothed lies dead before me, but all I can feel is relief. I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection of myself committed mad crimes of blood. I killed so many, I threatened my own parents. Righting the wrongs I did here will take years, but thanks to you, I can at least start. I have to repair the damage I've done. The first thing I'll do is order my guards to drive the supernal dreamers from our shore. Then I'll send for my parents. You have more urgent work to do. The Dream Shard must be returned to Abadurak at Pariah Abbey. I sense that Vermina's not yet done with Stormhaven. The Spirit Wardens will need the Shard to oppose her.
I heard that someone killed all the cultists and saved the Weird Tree.
Ah, it's you. As I had foreseen, it is gratifying to have one's foresights proven true. Well done. You should have the honor of returning the Dream Shard to its place on Azura's statue. Please see that it is properly returned. Then we can talk about what comes after.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the abbot's faith in you was well placed. I will watch you more closely from now on.
You have triumphed. The threat of Hosni Atora's Midnight Union is quelled, and we can return to watching and warding. Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this. The other Wardens and I infused our power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight. Returning the Dream Shard to its rightful place is no small victory, but Vermina attacks on several fronts. I kept this quiet, but Azura warned me. There is another omen. Yes, Menevia is secure, but Vermina's dark influence now seeps into the eastern region of Gavadan. Azura's shrine there has been desecrated. It's the supernal dreamers again. I'm sure of it. I'm glad you're in this with me. We must stop the dreamers, and if there is another omen, we must destroy it. I leave now for Shinji's Scarp in Gavadan. I want you there too, but first, I need you to warn High King Emmerich.
I suppose I could use another break.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon. Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durak made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone? In Gavadan? Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods! We already have enough trouble in Gavadan. General Gardran says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated. Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Gavadan, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised? Gardran didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell. Yes, Ernell was fighting with Gardran, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Gavadan.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show. Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that. Sure enough, I was acting liaison to General Godrin out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Godrin suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am. Not that I know of. General Godrin's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Godrin is acting a little strange, though. It's not my place to question the general, but he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Gavadon.
High prices can't be beat.
Want to make some gold, Walker?
Right behind you, partner. What do you think you'll make with that?
Come to us, Garzugar. You're too late. Garzugar comes.
Careful. I'm not sure what we're up against here.
remorse! That's the kind of beast that scares other monsters.
Would you like to
Oblivion,
die
take you!
too?
It's never a mistake to help others. One of the most important things you can do in this life is to let other people know they're not alone.
Hail! Are you going up to the ruins? Your timing is impeccable. I'm on a critical mission for the Mages Guild, and I need assistance. These ruins contain a powerful relic, King Afrin's sword. With all the chaos in this region, the ogres, these cultists, the sword is not safe. You're smarter than you look. Yes, I need to bring King Afrin's sword back to Wayrest. The Supernal Dreamers got here first, but it's actually a good thing. Their meddling awakened the spirits of this place, who killed every last one of them. Right again. Complicating matters further, King Afrin's sword was shattered into 3 parts. Legend says it can only be reforged in King Afrin's tomb. If you're brave enough to find the pieces and get them reforged, there will be a reward. I'm actually jealous, you know. I've always wanted to see the ruins of King Afrin's hold. All the stories I've heard about the sword, the hold, the king himself. I'd go along, but I have no stomach for fighting the spirits of the dead.
Why, Father? Why did you abandon us? Why did you let us die?
Attack! I'm not afraid of you.
When they came, they took us into the courtyard. I thought you would rescue us. Where were you?
The day will be ours!
That sword. You loved it more than you ever loved me.
That's over with, I suppose.
These are sacred grounds. My sacred grounds. They are not meant for the living. Are you the one who disturbs our rest? Where did you get those? Those are mine! None may touch those save for me. That blade, that hilt, that pommel. To hold them again. Please, give them to me. Yes, my precious sword. To wield it again would feel so good. I should never have shattered it. I must make it whole again. I must. Why do you have these? What did you want with them? It matters not. All that matters now is that I might restore it and hold it once again. There. The sword is whole again. It feels wrong, though. All wrong. Because it was my obsession with this weapon and the war I waged with it that ruined all that I loved. My sweet daughter. While I fought to subjugate my neighbors, I left her here. They killed her, but it was my fault. Mira? You saw my Mira? My poor sweet child. I wronged her so. I worried that her spirit would not rest. I wanted to seek her out. I have been unable to enter her tomb, though. I did. Since the day I discovered what had happened, all I wanted was to beg her forgiveness. Even more than I wanted this damn sword. Perhaps now, though, perhaps I can make amends. Perhaps I can show her how sorry I am. You can help me. You can show her. You can tell her how sorry I am. If she sees the sword, maybe she will understand. Please, I beg you, give my daughter the sword. Yes, please do. Here, take it. Perhaps it will allow her to rest. Perhaps it will allow me to rest.
Come and take us!
I should curse you, mortal, for disturbing our rest, but my spirit has never been at peace. I've walked these ruins for centuries, cursing the king's name. My father in name, but never in action. He left me here to die. Actions speak louder than words. My father was always quick to make promises, but in the end, when it mattered, he was away at war when I needed him most. An apology can't change that. His sword? His most prized possession? His most sacred treasure? He never even let anyone touch it. Is this how he hopes to find redemption? Give it to me. I would like nothing more than to destroy it. Thank you. His connection to the sword is so strong, I can sense his energy. I remember, there was a time when I was a little girl and he made me feel safe. I could at least speak to him, I suppose.
I would give it all, Mira. The sword, the keep, the kingdom. All of it for you.
I forgive you, Father.
My sword is again broken, but this time for good, and for good purpose. She has forgiven me. You have healed a wound that was centuries old. Even the greatest empire is a desolate domain without the ones you love. I never learned that lesson in life, but I hope you have. May the Eight be with you, young traveler.
That's the last of them.
Please, anyone. The Countess needs help. You've got to help me. I mean, us. I mean the whole town. The Countess has gone crazy, and everyone's fighting about who should be in charge. She's the only one who can run this place. We need to help her. I don't know, and if anyone would know, it would be me. I'm her manservant. The other day, she called all the servants up and dismissed us. Since then, she's been shut up in the house, refusing to leave. The whole town's talking about it. No, the Count died years ago, and she's been in charge ever since. Of course, every eligible man in Stormhaven has come calling, trying to court her, but she doesn't like them, or hasn't married at least. Please, can you just talk to her? I can't thank you enough. So many people in town just want to write her off. They're less worried about her welfare than they are about who should take authority of Windkeep.
You're exhausted. Pace yourself! Here's a sight. What do you make of this? Go on!
For glory!
Destroy!
The lines on my face tell a sad story. The tale of a woman whose youth was stolen by circumstance. I was widowed even before I flowered. I did what I thought was right. I assumed the burden of leadership, but I paid for that choice. I paid dearly. Of course, Matthias is such a sweet boy, and he served me well. It's a pity that I no longer have need of his service. I've been so false, so empty. I have no right to be a countess. I can see that now in my reflection. Windkeep needs a real leader, not a little girl masquerading as a woman of authority. Don't you see how hollow I am? I'm a shell of a person. Just look in the mirror.
This mirror is not for your eyes. Look away. Go away. You look into the mirror, seeking answers. But there are no answers here for you. I am here for the Countess, and the Countess alone. You would be wise to be on your way. I have taken the Countess away, but it was with no animosity.
The Countess you see before you is the reflection. The true Countess is in the mirror, and that is where she will stay. I will not. The mirror is the gift to her, but she is the gift to me. If you wish to release her, you'll have to pass through to the other side, into my domain. You shall find a warm welcome there.
An enchanted saddle warmer? You're too generous, Sir Bryce. I don't go riding often these days, but I do appreciate the gesture.
So, does that mean you will consider my request for your hand?
You make it hard to resist your advances, but I don't want to rush into anything.
Perhaps you should tell him the truth, Elise. That you and I plan to sell the estate and elope to Somerset Isle.
Indeed I would, Eurelian, if that were truly the case. I'm afraid you gentlemen will have to excuse me now. Do you see? Do you see what I've become? Look at the reflection! I'm old, I'm fat, and sometimes Argonian. No one will ever admire me again. It's not? Are you sure? I don't want to go back to a world where I'm reviled. Where is Matthias? Why hasn't anyone come to help me? He did? How do you know Matthias? Never mind. Can you take me to him? Can we leave this terrible place? Whoever you are, I'm going to make sure you're well rewarded for this. Well, that was an adventure now, wasn't it? I'm fortunate that you came along. You certainly have my thanks. Where is Matthias? Where are the other servants? I did? That's worse than I thought, then. I had absolutely no control over myself whatsoever. Or was that even me? I'm sorry, I'm not used to being compromised like this. But that only doubles my debt to you. My first order of business now will be to shatter that mirror into 1,000,000 pieces. Next, and possibly even more important, I need to find out which of my suitors gave me the accursed thing. Greed, plain and simple. Since the day my husband died, there's been a line of suitors, each with a more extravagant gift than the last. They want to buy me and my title. I certainly have. Why should I share my land, my bed, with such fobbing louts? Now one of my suitors apparently seeks to take me out of the picture. Matthias will know which suitor dropped off the mirror. Would you help me investigate this? If you don't mind, please apologize to Matthias for me as well. Tell him I would have him and all the other servants return if they're willing. No more suitors, though. I'm done pretending. I have no intention of marrying again. Certainly not now. No, they're all equally shallow and untrustworthy. Sir Bryce and the Altmer Eurelian are the worst. It was probably one of those who gave me the mirror.
This can't be happening. Not Matthias. He wouldn't have stomped on a diseased rat, let alone hurt a person. We were just standing here talking. He said you went in to talk to the Countess, so we were waiting. Then all of a sudden an arrow flew out of nowhere right into his chest. He was dead before he hit the ground. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with what happened to the Countess. Did you talk to her? What did she say? Is she all right? The mirror? Is that what was wrong with her? Oh goodness, Matthias would have known. I don't really know the suitors. Maybe it was Sir Bryce, or that Altmer Eurelian. Probably the Altmer. He's shady. I'd check him first.
Oh, I know you. Ingrid Van
This
told me
blacksmith
you
makes
knew
quite a bit of gold. I wonder how much he pays in taxes to the Countess. You mean, if I were the Count? I hoped for something like that, but my days of courting the Countess have come to an end. I've no gold left for gifts. Haven't been able to give her anything for weeks. She's already forgotten me. No, I'm afraid not. I couldn't afford to give her a flower. So it was a mirror that finally won her over. Maybe Sir Bryce or Rowleen Mounier was the lucky one. There is someone who would know for sure, but I'm sworn to secrecy. I suppose I'd be a fool to turn down such an opportunity. Very well, there's a young woman named Elaine who's obsessed with the Countess. What some might call her a stalker. She'll know who presented the mirror. She's the one to ask.
Oh, it's you. I saw you leaving the Countess's house earlier. I don't mean to intrude, but I simply have to ask. Are you yet another suitor come to seek her hand in marriage? Oh, well then, I suppose you're an old friend of the Countess's. I don't want to pry, of course, but, well, I am curious. What exactly is your relationship with her? The mirror? Matthias could have told you. Oh, but he was killed, wasn't he? Well, I don't mind telling you. It was actually a new suitor, but a strong contender. Tall, dark, handsome, very dignified. I heard his footman call him Syrian. Well, I mean, I was curious, so yes, I followed him. He hiked up into the woods north of town. Kind of peculiar, honestly. So, can you tell me what this is all about? I'm dying to know. Cursed? Mara's mercy! That's terrible! I guess you're going after Syrian, then. Is the Countess all right? Never mind. You have work to do. Go on. This is getting good. I can't wait to see what happens next.
The world is dark. My sweet wife is dead.
Let's go! It's do or die. Use a stamina potion.
Split up!
I need healing.
Courage brings victory.
Oh, praise the
8, it's you. Quick, untie me. The Countess was so sad about Matthias. She sent me to get flowers for his funeral. But on the way, one of these crazy cultists snuck up and just grabbed me. He dragged me back here and they asked me all these questions. This whole thing, the mirror, it wasn't the suitors. These cultists wanted to get rid of the Countess so they can take over the town. They forced me to talk. I think they're planning to kill the Countess at the funeral. You have to go stop them.
Have you come to pay your respects? That's very kind of you. Matthias was such... He was good to me. Better than I deserved, I think. In danger? Is it one of those pathetic suitors? Are they really that determined to have me out of the way? Oh no. That must be them. Please, you have to protect me.
We must maintain the purity of the Daggerfall Covenant. Raymond got what he deserved.
That's got it!
It looks clear now. Hurry. Meet me back at the manse.
Taste our steel!
It seems you wound up saving me twice. I wish I knew a proper way to express my level of gratitude. Whoever these supernal dreamers are, they are cunning and clearly willing to go to great lengths to achieve their goals. I'm happy to be alive, and I'm also glad to know you stopped them cold. This has all been such an ordeal. I feel like there's so much to do now that it's over. Well, I want to go back to the graveyard and pay proper respects to my poor, sweet Matthias. And I suppose I must say something to my suitors. Speaking of which, I'm sorry you had to talk to them before. I know that must have been painful. You don't think so? Have I judged them too harshly? It's hard being a woman of authority and being unmarried. I felt Matthias understood me, but that the suitors were all fools. Perhaps I should rethink that.
Travelers and preying on those who can't fight back is despicable.
Advance!
I'm free, thanks to you.
That was easy.
Find anything? A fight? Good.
Let's not take any chances with this one.
Azora, please help me.
It's do or die. Use a stamina potion.
Now that's incredible. Azora sent you, didn't she? Here I am, down on my knees, begging Azora for help, and you walk up. If that's not divine intervention, I don't know what is. You are going to help me, right? What do I not need help with? We had a shrine to Azura here, but the supernal dreamers came and killed everyone, defiled the shrine, and stole our relics. I just want to get the relics back and take them to Pariah Abbey. It needs to be cleansed, but I'm only a novice. I just want to return to the Abbey with the relics. Oh, and there was another spirit warden here trying to help me. I think he was captured. Could you look for him too? Please say you'll help. I managed to escape with some relics, so there are only a few left. If you can recover them and look for the warden who was captured, you'll be answering my prayers.
I am not afraid of you. Anything useful? There. Deep breaths. A fight? Good.
This is familiar. I remember you from Alcaire, the Van Farm. Funny we should end up surrounded by supernal dreamers again. I was, and still am. I just allowed myself to be captured so I could listen to what the supernal dreamers were planning here. I've learned this much. It's far more serious than just a few stolen relics. There were some extremely powerful relics here, ancient conjuration boxes. It seems the supernal dreamers have learned how to activate these devices, and they plan to use them to summon terrible fiends. You can. The dreamers won't let us just waltz through their camp, and I'm not much use in a fight. Leave the other relics with me, though. You just need to find the key to the boxes somewhere in the camp and then seal them closed. I appreciate your confidence. One last thing. These conjuration boxes are inhabited by spirits. I can't predict what will happen when you close them, but it must be done. Afterwards, meet me down where Tabitha's camped out. Good luck, friend.
Quiet, you beef-footed louts.
Did you meet the new commander?
Transgressed. The energy of these relics was used for darkness. The portal is closed, but something came through. It must be destroyed. A cursed creature from another realm. A Daedra. It must be slain. An enchantment hides its foul form, but this scroll of sight will reveal it. Follow the sound of falling water and use the scroll to find it. My remains were poured into a box centuries ago, along with countless others. The box was used against its purpose. My spirit was brought here to see this wrong put right. What was summoned must be destroyed.
For glory!
towers. Were you able to close the conjuration boxes in the towers? It's a good thing you were here, or I imagine they would have summoned many more. I'm going to take these relics back to Pariah Abbey. I can escort Tabitha back too.
The Dremora know no fear and admit no defeat.
We faced worse than you, monster!
I will ensure no tales are told of your valor.
Saves allies faster than common danger.
My cousin never returned from the mines. I'm worried sick. He's a miner at Bear Claw Mine. Are you coming from there? I hope he's all right. Sure enough, this looks like my cousin's writing. He was supposed to return yesterday.
You did all us a favor by saving
Thank you.
Wayrest. What were
I know you didn't have to do this. I'm going to need some time to think about this.
Come to us, Garzugar. Bring us terror. Bring us fear. Come to us, Garzugar.
You up for helping out a fellow adventurer? Look at you! I can tell by the look of you you're traveling around, meeting people, seeing new places. That's the life I'm going back to. This plantation is doomed and my days here are done. It's just been bad luck and lately, pure madness. Last week, the Iron Hand ogres attacked. They broke the levee, pillaged the place. The orcs drove them back, but that was just the beginning. Now bandits are looting everything we have left. That's the thing. It was my adventuring band that founded this plantation. The mage Drodara put up the gold, but we all decided to retire here. Bad idea. I just want to leave now, but the bandits are holding my companions. They need help. What a relief. I wouldn't have been comfortable just abandoning my companions, but if you're going to help them, that frees me up. And let me tell you, it feels good. I'm just not the settling down type. I know that now.
Let's go!
From the sides!
A hard life and a violent death. Such is the fate of a bandit. They made their choices. So be it.
Thanks to you, young one. I will find my own escape.
You fight well. Thank you for freeing me, friend.
Move to flank!
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse.
This one thanks you, stranger. Please, come to meet in the storehouse. Rodara's companions. Friends. Banji bandits would have tied them up like this one. You found them. You freed them, yes? Oh, this is good. Relieves Rodara greatly. Many years we traveled together, and many years we worked to make this plantation profitable. Rodara can abandon plantation. Good friends, he cannot. So, our sweet Breton sister has departed. So considerate. Bah. Jan always planned to return to the road. This one is not surprised she left. Wish her well. Perhaps this is the way for Rodara also. Plantation life is not as easy as Rodara expected. So, why? Is this not what Rodara retired for? Ogres, floods, crocodiles, and bandits? So fun. Would you stay? Probably not. Rodara thinks maybe adventuring life is easier after all. Might need help convincing his other friends to leave, though. Ah, this one would be most grateful. After so many years, Rodara just doesn't have the heart to break everyone's dreams. You could talk to Narstig? He'll have better listening if it comes from you anyways. It was a boon from Bandar that you happened along. Was it Jan who asked you to help Rodara and the others? She has shared those feelings many times over the years. After the events of the last few days, Rodara thinks she might be right. Perhaps retirement is just a bad idea.
the young adventurer again. You remind me of the old days. So many stories I could tell. But you'll want to be leaving, of course. Well, we might be heading out too. Jan might be right about the curse here. Speaking of Jan, have you seen her? He does? Imagine that. I was trying to think of how to convince him. That settles it then. If we're hitting the road, though, I'll need my old gear. Recovering it will be easier said than done. There is. If I had my armor, my helm, and my axe, I'd do it myself. But that's the thing. When we retired here, I buried all my adventuring gear out by the levee. Would you be willing to go out and get it for me? More I think about it, more I wonder why we stayed here this long. A true Nord dies with his axe in hand, not a pitchfork. Besides, this is more swamp now than farm. We spent years building that levee. Damn ogres!
Oblivion take you!
When you destroy the next, this one will have returned.
Never underestimate the power of a group working together. That's it. Are you hurt? This is a great area for harvesting.
Now there's a sight for some sore old eyes. Oh, I missed this stuff. You've done me a great favor by getting it back. Probably doesn't look like much to you. But this helm and armor withstood the blows of the orc warlord Noctul, a Nord killer at Farum. This axe lopped off that monster's misshapen head. I'll drink to those days, and more of them to come. Murkwatcher has aged much in these last few years.
She often seems confused about where she is. She can be incredibly stubborn, too. Perhaps you could approach her about leaving.
Many drowned when the levees were broken. Others were eaten by the crocodiles. It's not the beasts' fault, though. It is their nature to hunt. Their spirits sing a song my heart hears. It is the song of the crocodile. I know. It is natural for them to now return to a life of adventure. But not so for me. I must follow another path. All my life, I have harbored a secret. It drove me to leave home and seek adventure, but now I must face my inner truth. That I am not an Argonian. I am a crocodile. This lifetime, I have borrowed the form of another, but my true form is calling me home. I must return to the river. No, I am not. I never have. My entire life, I have felt like a crocodile out of water. Literally. I am old now, and this body is dying. If I become a crocodile, I can start anew, live the life I was meant to live. There is a way, an incantation, the crocodile song. I was never taught it, but I have known it my whole life. One song must end for another to begin. There is an old crocodile here, Ripple Strike. With his heart, I can sing the song. Thank you. The river has truly guided you here for this purpose. Take this charm, place it near Ripple Strike's nest. He will not be able to resist the call. He will come out, and then you can kill him.
The day will be ours!
Ripple Strike no longer sings. Have you taken his heart? Hurry! We must move quickly if we are to renew the song. Here then, I will begin the incantation. I would ask you to help me in this one last thing before I return to the river. Join me in vengeance. These bandits have destroyed what's left of my home. I would begin my next life by avenging my previous one, but I will need you to guide me. I wish to kill their leader. When I become a crocodile, I will forget this life. If I fight beside you, I can keep my focus, at least for a little while. I have made the preparations. Eating the heart is the last step. Fight with me before I am gone forever. Are you ready? Though my mind may not recall the favor you have done for me, my spirit will, and the river. The river never forgets. This charm will keep me close. If we are parted, use it, and I will come. When our task is done, tell Drodara of my fate.
Narstig told me what you have done for Murkwatcher. Though this seems dangerously unnatural to Drodara, there is no point in questioning it now. Though Drodara is sad to see Murkwatcher leave us, he is happy to know this evil man is dead. Perhaps someday this plantation may flourish again. Not by Drodara's hand, though. Narstig and I are leaving. Goodbye. And thank you.
You're never content to rest on your laurels. I admire that.
Don't question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers and more supplies.
Yes, General, if you...
It's good you're here. The General says the battle does not go as well as he hoped. I told him you could help. I've had little time to search for the Omen. Did you learn anything in Wayrest? Anything about nightmares in Gavadon? The General? If the Omen were to get a hold of him, that would be very bad. Before we act, we must be sure, though. For now, we keep an eye on Godrun. Perhaps helping him defeat the ogres will flush the Omen out.
We need everyone we can get. You're just in time. I need every able-bodied man and woman. You're carrying a weapon, so I assume you're able. You like to fight ogres? It does, and by Moloch we need you. The Iron Hand ogres have stopped us cold out there, and I can't afford to lose any more soldiers. Will you join my clan, Murtagh clan, in this battle? We've been trying to break through the ogre lines for days. Sergeant Ulfin is leading the charge. If you can help him take the tower up on the rocks, we can establish a forward command post. Then we're in striking distance to finish this thing. I brought my army here as a favor to King Emmerich, but Murtagh clan has other battles to fight. We need to finish the Iron Hand ogres and finish them fast. May your kills be quick and many, soldier.
Well, that didn't work. Time to come up with a new plan. Again. What went wrong? I'll tell you what went wrong. I was trained to fight ogres, not rocks. We can't even get to the ogres. It's those damn boulders they're throwing. Every time we try to charge across, another one of my soldiers gets smushed. Did he? You can't fly, can you? Sure would make it easier. Failing that, if you're willing to make a run for it, I'll cheer you on. From back here. One tip. Don't run in a straight line. Zigzag. Hide behind the rocks and you just might make it. If you can make the ridge, I bet 50 gold those ogres fall back. Take my war horn. If you get across, climb the tower and blow the horn. That will signal us to move up and establish a forward command post. Guts and glory, friend.
Tell your soldiers to stand down, Sergeant. When the reinforcements come, we march south.
Stand down? What do you mean? This is our chance to finish the ogres off.
Sergeant Ulfin's impressed. Says you've got guts and you're fast on your feet. Assuming you can fight, I think we found the hero to finish these ogres off. Ha! There won't be an attack. I don't have the soldiers to spare. Abbot Duroc says you're a champion, though, and I trust him. I believe you can do this on your own. The ogre's leader is called Skull Crusher. He's big, he's mean, and he's nasty, but you can take him. I would send soldiers to help you, but another battle is brewing, and they have to prepare. It's a fight that's long overdue, but it's Clan Murtaugh's fight, not yours. Your fight is with the ogres. I need you to kill Skull Crusher and stop the ogres from coming through the mountain. The Iron Hands have been using a cavern to get through the mountains. I sent a mining team to collapse the cavern, but they never reported back. Find them and help them get it done. After that, we can clean up what's left.
Please, you have to finish it. We were so close. Just those last 3 support beams and we'd have caved it in. Boom! No more ogres. There's no one left to help. Just me, and I'm spent. Get through the ogres and you could do it alone, though. A pickaxe to the support beams down there will bring the whole place down. Smash them, and then run for your life. Just down the hill. Shamargro Lorga had one. When we ran, the ogres followed him. I heard his screams. His pickaxe should be there. I'd give you mine, but it's all I have to defend myself. If the ogres see me, I at least want to go down swinging. You did it. I couldn't believe it when I heard the crash, but you brought the whole place down. Almost cost you your life. I searched through the rubble. Was just about to give up. I'm glad I found you, though. After what you did, it was an honor. You shut them down. Our soldiers cleared out the stragglers. No more Iron Hands. I know General Godron will want to see you.
Don't cause any trouble.
So you survived. I worried you were buried along with the ogres. For collapsing that cavern, you deserve a medal. Unfortunately, though, General Godron's in no condition to hand out awards. I don't know. When he heard the cavern collapse, he declared mission accomplished for the Iron Hand ogres. But then he ordered me to muster the troops and prepare to march on Wayrest. I don't understand what happened to the General, but I will say he just hasn't been himself lately. If there's anything I can do to help him, please let me know. They're just upstairs. I know Abbot Duroc will be relieved to see you. He said to send you up right away when you return. Whatever's going on, I hope you can help General Godron. He's like a father to me.
Bet the Lion Guard could use another strong orc. Maybe I'll... Praise Azura. I was losing faith. You were right about General Godron. The omen of betrayal has the General in its grips. He was going to betray Emmerich and attack Wayrest. This was Vamina's ultimate plan, to destroy the Daggerfall Covenant. It sounds like her omen has been twisting the General's mind, convincing him to betray King Emmerich. I suspected the omen was manipulating events toward that end, but by defeating the ogres, you exposed its plan before it was ready. No, Vermina and her minions still have the General in their grips. You've done this before, so I think you should do it again. We need to get Godrun back.
Question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers and more supplies.
Yes, General. If you say we need them, then we need them.
The day is ours. Taste our steel.
Sorry, General. We can't deploy so many against the Iron Hand ogres. Why do you ask for 3 regiments?
Vengeance. Emmerich trusts me. I can make Wayrus suffer as Orsinium did. Won't refuse allies, but don't forget who's in charge.
Of course, General. After we sack Wayrest and kill the king, you can have the city. We just want the people. You fought so hard and all for nothing. You will die in this dream.
Every villain is the hero of
You're
their
a
own
fool
story.
to cross me, Lord.
Funny that.
I wish your presence in Quagmire. Come to me. You mortals, always such high aspirations. You dream of interfering with my plans, but it is a fantasy. Do you really think my manipulations would be so vulnerable? You are not even a hindrance. You can. There's nothing you can do now. The omens were a distraction, a daydream. Now the real nightmare begins. You see, you protected your general, but you sacrificed your king.
Once again, you return safely from the dream, bringing one of Vermina's victims back with you. General Godron seems to be feeling himself again.
King Emmerich? That is bad. We just received word that the king has fallen ill. It cannot be a coincidence. Vermina is raising the stakes. She makes a final bid for power by assaulting our king.
King Emmerich falling ill cannot be a coincidence. Vermina is raising the stakes, making a final bid for power by assaulting the king himself. I am out of my league. I will go to the king's side, but we must seek Azura's help.
You must go to Azura's shrine at the Weeping Giant. It has been defiled, and I fear the supernal dreamers are involved. Regardless, the shrine must be cleansed. That is certain. To cleanse the shrine, you need to get glow dust from the wisps on the eastern shore. That and the rare mineral azurite from the northern hills. Cleanse the shrine and pray for Azura's guidance. She will send it. We need Azura's counsel.
No remorse!
Yes, this dust will return the light to my shrine. Bring this and the stone when you come to my shrine. Excellent. You have the stone. Proceed, mortal, and come to my shrine. Follow the lights to my shrine. Smite Vermina's foolish servants as you come.
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
This was once a glorious shrine, but time and these fools have befouled it. Come, cleanse the shrine, and he shall speak. Well, you've done well, mortal. You returned my dream shard. You vanquished Vermina's omens. And now, you've cleansed my shrine as well. But the Mistress of Nightmares has not yet released Stormhaven from her clutches, has she? Indeed. And King Emmerich has been very tolerant toward my spirit wardens. A fact I have not failed to notice. First, Vermina attacks my abbey, then she desecrates my shrine, and now this? If I didn't know better, I might think it was personal. Yes, Vermina has pushed too far this time, and she must receive her comeuppance. I will aid you, but you should know that extricating your king from her clutches will be far more difficult than it was with the others. This time, she has unleashed her own consort, Golthus, the Night Terror. He consumes King Emmerich's mind in the nightmare, blocking your entry. I will give you a dusk stone to penetrate the nightmare, but defeating Golthus will be another matter. You've proven to be talented and resourceful so far. Let this be another test of your strength. I'm sure you'll succeed in serving me faithfully once again. Go now, mortal. Go save your king. And teach Vermina to keep her hands off of what's mine.
Retreat and heal yourself! Cities are as
Progress is
alive,
slow, but
fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
What a relief. I heard that the Lion Guard has taken back Camlorn.
I've done all I can, but the king seems to slip further away every hour. I'm afraid there is no way to enter the dream either. There's something different this time. Something far more dangerous.
A dusk stone. Fascinating. I've heard of them, but never seen one. It's said that Azura once used a dusk stone to break the barrier between day and night. Maybe it can also penetrate the barrier between waking and sleeping.
I almost lost faith there. I don't know why I doubted Azura. Why I doubted you. Maybe it's from being so close to the king. He's consumed by terror in his dream.
The Night Terror? Vermina's own consort? Then this does not even compare to the threat the omens represented. The Night Terror. His name was once Golthus, and he was Vermina's lover. Now, he is her champion. I suppose you must. But be warned. The Night Terror takes many forms, and has countless methods of inflicting pain and fear. No wonder the Keaton suffers so. Hurry then. Azura be with you, friend.
Daggerfall Covenant needs a stronger ruler, Emmerich. Your reign as High King has come to an end. I'm taking Wayrest.
Damn it, Gudrun. We've been friends for years. How can you just betray me like this?
Choosing to remain still. Come and take us!
I rue the day my father gave you my hand in marriage. You're not worthy of being my husband, and you're certainly not worthy of being my king.
Maria, I don't understand. I know we went for political reasons, but I thought that over the years you actually came to... I thought you loved me. If I've lost your support, then I have lost everything.
The prisoner must pay for his crimes. It is the only way to restore order to the kingdom. Treason. His actions would have destroyed the Daggerfall Covenant. He has been found unworthy in every way. He deserves to die. But I am King Emmerich, the new King Emmerich. The unworthy weakling will be gone, and I will take his place.
I rue the day my father gave you my hand in marriage. You're not worthy of being my husband, and you're certainly not worthy of being my king.
Why did you make him leave? I was this close to reaching the peace of death. It has just been a jest. The Daggerfall Covenant, my kingdom, my life. I was never worthy to be king. I'll die here, and one more worthy will take my place.
No, I wish that were true. It was the other life that was a dream. All that business about the Daggerfall Covenant was just a pack of lies. This is reality. Fear, bloodlust, betrayal. In my heart, I think I always knew that. No, I'm not falling for that again. 1,000,000 times he's shown me, to hope is to suffer. Why don't you just kill me and have done with it? Tell Gorthis to come back. He can take me. He can be me. Just end this nightmare. Mocking a broken man. That's low. Even for a creature of oblivion. You know where he went. My castle. His castle now. His damn minions hold the keys. The knight, the thief, the general. If you're not going to kill me, please, just go away.
The day will be ours!
When Gorthis is king, Hosni Atura will not elude me again.
and the Night Terror has ceased storming.
Now you're just showing
General
off.
Godwin will obey me again.
They made their choices. So be it.
When Galthus rules Stormhaven, I will return for Sir Hughes.
Vermina warned me you would come. You will die here, and in your world. After you're dead, I will return and assume your King Emmerich's form. When I awaken as Emmerich, I will tell everyone of your sacrifice within the dream to save my life. You'll be remembered as the hero who saved King Emmerich. No one will ever know the truth. Like you, the real Emmerich will be dead. I'll destroy the Covenant, and the people will curse both your names.
Tell me quickly and truthfully, how do we fare?
The supernal dreamers are sacrificing people in the streets. Your Majesty, what should we do?
I rue the day.
What in oblivion just happened? Something changed. It's going to be bad, isn't it? It always is. I don't know why I bother asking. Still, I seem to remember you, but this is just another trick, isn't it? Dead? Truly? So, I can still be Emmerich? I can still be High King? I don't know I deserve that at this point, but I guess it's a good thing. Yes, my binds are actually loosening, and that is very good. Does this mean...
I would speak to you again, mortal. Come through the mirror to Quagmire.
You're not worthy of being my husband, and you're certainly not worthy.
I'm impressed, mortal. You navigated my nightmares without losing your nerve. And yes, you have saved your little king. For now. Of course you will. You have slain my consort as well. I'll get over my loss. But I think I'll keep you here for a
The
while.
Daggerfall Covenant was a mistake.
Perhaps
We
a
can't
century
trust the
will
Red
teach you
Guards.
Humility. Perhaps we will. You have certainly proven resourceful in the past.
We must remain vigilant.
Even if you escape
The Red
Quagmire,
Guards could be
mortal,
plotting
you
against
will not
us.
escape my vengeance. I can be patient. Very patient. Goodbye. For now.
Durak is weak. The shard should be ours.
I asked Abbot Durak to go downstairs because I wanted to speak with you for a few moments alone. Tell me something. Do you recall everything that happened in the dream? Frankly, I wish your memory was as hazy as mine. What I do recall, I'm rather ashamed of. I am the King of Stormhaven, the High King of the Daggerfall Covenant, but that damned Daedra reduced me to a pathetic child. I am too, and I owe you for that. And more, really. You were the one who acted nobly in there, not me. You had enough courage for both of us. I was broken. You saw me. I can only hope this experience will make me a stronger, a better king. I appreciate you saying that, but this isn't one I can just shake off. It's my burden, though, and I must bear it. But enough of this dreary talk. Come with me to the throne room. There is no suitable reward for what you've done. Sorry to say it, but your success has probably earned you more responsibility than reward. You'll be hearing from me again sooner than you'd like. I apologize in advance. Bah! Are you always so damn noble? You need to lighten up, my friend. Perhaps this will lighten your spirits. It's a small token of my appreciation, but one I hope will serve you as you have served me. You're a hero, and now
a friend, too. Speaking to you now as a friend and as your king, I wonder if I might prevail upon you to assist me with some other matters. One that is a matter of state, and another that is of a more personal nature. Rivenspire is the real problem. The quibbling between the noble houses there seems to have turned bloody. I would send you with my authority to try to restore order. I will join you when I can. And then there's the personal matter. That damned guillotine. For reasons you might recall, I want it demolished. I've given the order to Captain Ernell, but on your way out of Wayrest, I would ask that you ensure it's being done thoroughly. Your help with both these matters is much appreciated. Until that damn guillotine's been dismantled, I won't be able to sleep. And more importantly, until the matter in Rivenspire is resolved, the Covenant will be severely weakened.
Count Hosney's so thrilled with what you did for him. He's throwing another party.
Aha! So you return from Gavadon with another feather in your cap. Defeating the Iron Hand ogres. Wish I could claim such an accomplishment. Frankly, it's an honor to know you. Is there anything you need from me? Why, yes, of course, yes. Take it down and burn it. The king told me this was of the highest priority. I'll admit, I thought he was joking, but I assume he wouldn't have sent you if that was the case. We'll redouble our efforts.
I can't take much more of this! take you! Taste our steel! I am not afraid of you. Come on, get out of there! place brings back memories.
No chance to have a look.
What do we have here? I think I see a fellow lover of adventure, and I'm betting it's no accident that you're headed this way. Am I right? Have Rivenspire's troubles become your troubles too? Ha! Easier said than done, I'm afraid. But I'm glad to hear Emmerich gives a damn. We thought maybe our dispatches weren't getting through. I was about to walk to Wayrest myself, but you saved me that trouble. And I suspect you can help me further. If you haven't noticed, Rivenspire's caught up in a civil war as bloody as old Rancer's rebellion. This time it's Baron Montclair. He's apparently decided he'll be the king of Shornhelm, whether the rest of the noble houses like it or not. Sure did. The bastard bribed the city guard, attacked the other nobles, and seized half of Shornhelm. Now Montclair's troops are all over, and the Shornhelm guard's getting its buttocks kicked. So, want to help me save the kingdom? Think of the glory. It'll be just like Rancer's war. We'll rescue Rivenspire and the women will swoon. It'll be great, you'll see. Go on to Shornhelm's chapel and tell Countess Tamrith I recruited you to the cause. I'll be along as soon as I can.